FPL managers, what is up guys? Today we are looking at my Game Week 24 team selection and I am playing my first chip of the season. Let's get right into it. Now guys, I know you've seen the thumbnail, I know you've seen the title, so you know what's coming, and what I'm doing with this assistant manager chip is quite risky, but you know I love a bit of high risk, high reward gameplay. If you look at my last video, I go in depth as to why I think David Moyes, assistant manager, is the best chip to play this game week. Even though it seems quite stupid, and it might be, I do think it's the only chip that can really give you a massive boost. Whereas triple captain Salah, I don't think he's going to do too well on bad form with some tough fixtures, as well as Onslaught as your assistant manager blocks a third Liverpool player, so he's not really worth it. Which means we're using David Moyes, and if you can get one win with some table bonus potential, you know, 16 points for a win, maybe 8 points for a draw, then I'll consider it a success, you know, as long as he beats Leicester as well. Now, what I do with this assistant manager chip, obviously I'm playing David Moyes for double Game Week 24, that's a must. But in Game Week 25 and Game Week 26, I'll still have my assistant manager chip active. Now, there's one or two things I can do. I can keep it on David Moyes, leave it as it is. And I will do that if I think when Everton play Man United in Game Week 26, if I think Man United are going to be 5 places above Everton, I'm going to keep David Moyes in. But if not, if it comes to Game Week 25, you know, to pick my team by the deadline, and I think Man United are going to be less than 5 places above Everton, I'm going to make a transfer, switch my manager, so I have Iriola, Bournemouth manager, playing away to Southampton, then home to Wolves, 2 really good safe fixtures. It won't be worth making that decision though if I think David Moyes can get some table bonus points against Man United. So what I do with it in the future, I'm not too sure yet, but I know I'm having him for double Game Week 24, and even though I'm, you know, tripled up on Liverpool players, I'm really hoping Everton can get a result against Liverpool. That would be huge. I doubt it, but it could be huge. And that Leicester game, realistically, should be a win for Everton, so I hope that's the case. Into the team selection now, guys. Okay, I didn't make any transfers from last game week, so the team is looking the same. Now, in goalkeeper, we have arguably the best goalkeeper in the world at the moment, I'd say, in Robertson Sanchez. No one's really touching him in terms of goalkeeping ability. Unfortunately, he's not been keeping the clean sheets recently. I can't really figure out why, because he's just so fantastic. The likelihood is he is not going to keep a clean sheet. Let's be honest with ourselves, guys. He is actually not that good. When I said he was the best keeper in the world, I was exaggerating a little bit. He is, you know, average at best, but I think we all already knew that. He might even get dropped, to be honest. I would not be surprised if he got dropped for the second goalkeeper, but either way, I've got Fabianski on the bench. I still prefer Sanchez as an option. And with the defence, guys, I do have 2 decent defenders on my bench. I've got Greaves playing home to Southampton and Mazraoui playing home to Crystal Palace, which could be returns, but ultimately I was deciding between those 2 and Gabriel, and I still prefer Gabriel. Even though he's playing Man City, he is playing home to Man City, and we know how Arsenal love to park the bus against Man City. So he is staying in the team above Greaves and Mazraoui, which I don't love leaving them on the bench, but it is the best thing for me to do. Like, realistically, Ipswich have only kept 2 clean sheets this season, and I know home to Southampton is a good fixture, and I know Greaves did score last game week, but we've got to be realistic. We've got to stay grounded. He is not the one to start in my team. Next up, guys, is Lewis Hall. Now, guys, this is going to be a farewell game for Lewis Hall, because Lewis Hall's fixture run is not good after this game week. This is the last game in my team, and playing home to Fulham is a pretty good one to end on. Let's be honest, guys. Fulham don't score a lot. They defend well, but they don't score a lot. So hopefully Hall can give you one final send-off with a clean sheet this game week. Finally, we have our first Liverpool player, Trent, playing in the double. Now, Trent is a funny one. He's playing away to Bournemouth and away to Everton. Now, as far as clean sheets go, it doesn't look like the most likely of clean sheets. You know, he could easily concede in both of these games. But Liverpool are also a very possession-based team. They can shut any team out for a full 90 minutes if they're on their day, you know, if they're playing well, playing to the best of their abilities. So Trent is always in with a chance of a clean sheet. And when Liverpool keep a clean sheet, Trent is a bonus points magnet. And this is all, like, not even considering the chances for an assist or maybe even a goal. So yeah, I'm really happy with Trent in my team. Although his ownership is going to be quite high, so I don't expect him to massively boost my rank that much. I think he's just, you know, going to be a slight help, but that's still good. Now, guys, onto the midfield. We're going to start off with my captain in Mohamed Salah, and even though Salah is my captain, the likely scenario here is that Salah doesn't help my rank. In fact, he probably really hurts it. So I'm kind of, you know, betting on David Moyes here. I mean, I know David Moyes isn't going to come on the pitch and stop Salah from scoring himself, but I'm hoping he sets up his team well to fully block him out. Because I know a lot of people are going to triple captain Salah. It's definitely the template thing to do, definitely the basic and safe thing to do. But I think there's going to be better game weeks for triple captain. I don't think you're going to get the most out of your triple captain this game week. And while I may not get the most out of my assistant manager this game week, there is at least a chance for a massive upside haul, you know, with the table bonus points against Liverpool, the table bonus points against Man United if it does happen, and if not, I get some pretty safe points with Bournemouth's manager playing away to Southampton and home to Wolves. So hopefully Salah can stay quiet like he has been doing for the last 4 game weeks. You know, a man can dream. A man can dream, okay? I'll probably regret making this decision. I'll probably wish I triple captain Salah, but, you know, what's the fun in playing it the same way everybody else does? I like the way I'm doing it. Cole Palmer has been sold by a few FPL managers, so he'll probably help my rank a tiny little bit, not too much, because his ownership is still going to be very high. But yeah, he's on bad form at the moment, so we're going to have to monitor him. We're going to have to, you know, be a bit wary. Like, is he going to be a sell soon? Hopefully not, because I don't want to have to sell someone like Cole Palmer. Anthony Gordon, guys, another Newcastle player, also playing his last game for me. I mean, he has only got 2 blanks in the last 11 games. He has been so consistent for me. So on his final game for me, I'm hoping he returns. My worry is that he will keep consistent with these returns throughout the rest of the season, even though I've sold him. And finally, I'm keeping faith in Ismaila Sarr. The fixture run is good. I cannot sell him until I wildcard in game week 30 because the fixture run is too damn good. And in game week 29, I'm going to be using a free hit anyway. Guys, Ismaila Sarr has got 1.6 expected assists in the last 4 game weeks and only got 1 assist. And it doesn't sound that unlucky, it doesn't sound that annoying until you look at the fact Eze has 0.9 expected assists in the last 5 and he's got 3 assists. Like, come on, man. It's like Mateta only decides to shoot well when Eze is supplying the assist. When it says Ismaila Sarr, you know, fuck you Ismaila Sarr, I don't want you to get points, I'm only going to score when Eze passes to me. He clearly doesn't care about my FPL team. The fact is the underlying data is there, guys, so I'm keeping the faith, especially along with this good fixture run. You know, Man United away doesn't seem great, but Man United have not been playing well at Old Trafford recently, so it's far from a bad game. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going on to that front 3 now. The last 2 Newcastle players I mentioned, I said they're playing their last game for my club. Guys, Isak is staying for the rest of the season unless he gets injured. The guy is too essential. The guy is too good. He can score in any game. He's scoring non-stop at the moment. So he's got that spot reserved for him up until game week 38. It's his and no one else's. We just talked about the next one, Mateta, and how he likes to miss the chances Ismaila Sarr creates for him. I will forgive him if he does well in this game week. And in fact, I will like him even more if he scores these goals from Ismaila Sarr assists. That would just be the cherry on top. I mean, I do support Manchester United. And if United go into this game and lose 3-0, of course I'm going to be upset my team lost. But, you know, if Mateta and Sarr got some points, it would soften the blow just a little bit. And if Man United go ahead and win this game 1-0, with Mazraoui on my bench and a clean sheet, with Mateta and Sarr blanking, of course I'm going to be happy my team won, but I'm going to be pissed off because I should have started Mazraoui. So I'm kind of in like a lose-lose situation either way. I'm probably going to be unhappy unless Man United win 3-2 and Mateta scores both the goals, Ismaila Sarr gets both the assists. That is like best case scenario, but beggars cannot be choosers. Finally, guys, we got Mr. Cody Gakpo, who came in this team last game week for a 16-pointer after I raved about him in every single video. And it's safe to say I was right, so I hope a lot of you listened to my amazing advice. Guys, Cody Gakpo is the best 3rd Liverpool player behind Salah and Trent, and the 2nd best attacker behind Salah. Safe minutes, I don't know why people were calling him a minutes risk. Okay, it didn't make any sense because he started every game and played like till at least the 70th minute every game. I would hardly call that a minutes risk. He's also getting good underlying data as well, so if you haven't moved to him yet, move to him now. Okay, the fixture run is still pretty good aside from that game away to Man City isn't ideal. Then finally, guys, Moyes assistant manager. We already talked about Moyes. I'm hoping he can get a win and a clean sheet against Leicester. If David Moyes loses to Leicester or even draws, that might be, you know, a solidified L for the chip. At the end of the day, like, I'm playing the chip in a double game week, but it doesn't really feel like a double game week because the points against Liverpool are so unlikely. But the fact the ceiling is so high for those points is why I've gone for it, guys. Because a Merseyside derby, it's never really a landslide win. I mean, last season, Liverpool struggled against Everton, and I know Liverpool have upgraded since they last played Everton, but I don't think they're going to find it as easy as everybody thinks. Maybe I'm just saying that because I've got David Moyes assistant manager, but you know, like I said, the 2 games after the double game week are still pretty good for David Moyes if he can pick up some table bonus points against Man United in game week 26. Either way, I've made my decision now. I'm locked in. There's no turning back. Yeah, the main reason I picked him is because I think he's the best of a bad bunch. We'll see how it goes, guys. Hopefully, he gets me some points. As long as he wins against Leicester, gets me around 9 or 10 points, that'll be a good start. And then we'll see what happens for the rest of the double game week. Anyway, guys, if you did make it this far, thank you very much for watching. You are greatly appreciated. No, you should subscribe. Please do it. Would make me very happy. I want to hit 1k subs. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.